Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, we will bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, most of today's news. Ray Palo will be Arsenal legend, so don't come outside on the beg on behalf of Balogun. So Baba of the opinion say make Mikel Arteta give Balogun a chance in the first team because he did well in France. Baba can talk a lot of things because I read the reports. So at some point he can concede say he understands some people argument say France is a lower league compared to England, saying agree. Say France is a lower league, but at the same time you can't close your eyes from the fact that he scored 20-something goals. And a lot of people can bring the argument that 20-something goals, how many penalties did there get? So just like as I talk about this El Wahi, that there are a lot of penalties that are in there. So Baba of the opinion say Mo could give him chance into the first 11. Now the question is, what I don't really talk a lot about this thing. Like I have overflogged it. I don't even know what to say about it because probably I say every time I speak like a broken record. So this time around I don't go really respond because I believe everybody knows my own stand. So now Arteta and I get the final. So let us wait till pre-season and let's see how Arteta will set up. Then when the league starts, we'll see whether Balogun will still there with us because I'm not tired to talk about this Balogun matter. Alright, so Julian Timber statistics don't come aside. So I say make I let you know how the guy now Sky Sports now bring out the statistics about the guy. So when you check, you go see say the guy get most touches for the Eredivisie. He had 3,129 touches, who is first position in the Eredivisie. Then most passes completed, he had 2,501 passes. The forward pass is 902. Then his pass accuracy 92%. And this guy has had over 200 appearances for club and country, and he's still very, very young. I think he's 22. You get so the guy is very, very young. So he has played so much games. He has experience, like the kind of thing where Arteta define. Players that have experience are very, very young. So that is the attraction. And the guy is very, very good. He has an eye for pass. So all these statistics for me, they are just on paper. So until you come to Arsenal and replicate these same things you did for your club and actually do more. And another solace for we Arsenal fans and the fact say Manchester United were actually rooting for this boy to buy him because when you check Erik ten Hag, I don't know what is the manager. The manager wants an Ajax reunion because he they go buy all informal players for Ajax to carry them come from Manchester United. That was why he was looking for De Jong. Look at now, don't throw away the gear to go buy Onana, and the reason is because he managed Onana at Ajax. So he believes say all those players they really get them, like they understand in philosophy. So go really be a situation whereby he has to integrate all those football philosophy into your brain because these ones they don't play with them before, so they understand without being told. They already know what to do. So that's why he's looking at recruiting those same players. So at the end of the day, Julian Timber snubbed Manchester United and every other club and say it's Arsenal alone he wants to join. So that's a very, very good thing for us. We'll just pray the guy do the same thing when they do for a club for Arsenal. Alright, so Fabrizio Romano also don't come aside and let us know say Saudi Arabia clubs are going to try to approach Partey in the coming days. Although Thomas Partey and his team they already let everybody know say he no one go Saudi Arabia. But Saudi Arabia clubs are still pushing. He's looking at joining Juventus. Juventus on the other hand, the reason why Juventus define him in the first place now as a backup option because Juventus their own original defensive midfielder will be Rabiot. That one no one will sign a new deal, but they don't convince him he don't sign. So I don't think Juventus is really looking at him. Juventus never approached Arsenal. They've never given him an offer. Even though we hear say he has said personal terms in the past, but nothing is happening now. Everywhere is just quiet. We will see Thomas Partey for our Arsenal pre-season camp. They have fun, ride bicycle, train with the boys. So Fabrizio the talk say these Saudi Arabian clubs are really, really pushing. In short, in the coming days, they are going to try to convince Thomas Partey to swap the Emirates Stadium and come to Saudi Arabia. If no money, they'll take money, bust everywhere, give you money. So we are looking at seeing whether they will fit sway Thomas Partey head. Yes, that is what we are looking at. But for me personally, I pray he still stays in Europe so that he can play for us. Even if now one more season, Bokusiasi will be. Yes, so that's what me I'm asking for, because we still need all those squad depth who don't they cry for. That be this now, and those who wanted to squad depth that won't run away and no one stay. Well, we'll just watch that. Alright, so at the same time, we're going to see many pictures for social media. We'll see Declan Rice training in Portugal and waiting for his deal to be announced so that he can join the Arsenal squad again. So in the train, I don't know when the train, but then tag him as campus. But now for Portugal, I don't know with the campus, but they just tag him there for an Instagram post. So he has been training seriously, get to let everybody know, say himself deal with the train, or even Pepe self when you follow them go training camp. Because I know I never see any picture of Pepe, so I assume say you know follow them. Maybe he's injured, I don't really know, but I don't say himself will you train on your own. Lokonga self, I say when they ride bicycle on your own, that one I don't see that one get injured, that one no follow go. So Declan Rice, I don't say anytime so before Sunday, from what we hear, saying go down join the boys, so we don't travel go USA. So no just watch. Rice, Timber are going to be involved in the USA pre-season camp. Alright, the Laurentiis will be Napoli president, Orian De Laurentiis. Baba don't come as I call it talk, say we don't hear a lot of rumors about Napoli Osimhen. Say don't hear many talks, the clubs don't buy him. So Baba can just like let everything clear, like let the cat out of the bag. So Baba can talk say if anybody wants to sign Osimhen, so you'll be expected to bring at least something like 170 million pounds. And they got mention say it is only an indecent offer that is going to actually tempt them to let go of Osimhen to go and join any other club. And it can make camp very clear. Say he don't scamp everywhere. Say now only PSG. Now you see we go even afford to buy this Osimhen. He's not seen any other club buy him. And PSG on the other hand are looking to sell Kylian Mbappe 150 million pounds. They add more money and go for maybe Osimhen or Harry Kane. PSG don't enter the race to sign this Harry Kane. So a lot of things are still going to happen. We are seeing the early days in the transfer window. The job like say Arsenal just knock out their transfers back. So they shock us because no be Arsenal will know now be this. So me and Oga Sam said they talk say if Arsenal don't even sign anybody again, so now only these three then sign. I don't think say many people will really complain because we will talk say okay then try again because where the money dey sef, where the money dey. So until when next maybe January if we add one or two firepower, but I would like me to see sign even if not just one winger, even if not on loan, just give us one winger to complement Saka and Nelson gets, and I go do okay because as you check now, I go see say Trossard can still play Saka wing, Trossard can still play Martinelli wing. That's what we are talking about, versatility. He can play anywhere across the front. He can play your 9, he can play left, he can play right. Don't forget that he plays with his 2 feet. Get he plays left and right. And the shot velocity, the power of both feet are equal. You get they wipe anything. That's why they confuse a lot of defenders. So more just to watch how things will go forward. If they sign more, I'll be happy. If they don't, I'll still be happy. I don't believe say Sadio Mane of Bayern Munich is going to be available for a meager sum of 17 million pounds. Who would have believed that a Sadio Mane in today's world would be very cheap? And the reason is because Bayern Munich have brought out 7 players that they want to sell so that they can fund a move to sign Harry Kane. Yes. So people like Benjamin Pavard, people like Ryan Gravenberch, people like Sadio Mane, like the list is endless. 7 big names that they want to sell them. So I don't know whether Arsenal the reason this money, because I know say Newcastle they really reason that Newcastle they put Mane did their transfer wish list. Musa Diaby did their transfer wish list. Harvey Barnes did their transfer wish list. So I never know who they go for. But Arsenal, I don't know where Arsenal they go because I know say they find this what do they call them? Ferran Torres, the one carry that one on loan. So we just watch how everything will go. Even if that one fit come on loan, because I see some people for comment section say they don't like Ferran Torres, this and that. It's a decent player, I get. The fact that a player did not play well in a club does not mean when he goes to another club, he's not going to thrive. The way a manager they use a player is different from the way another manager self will use them. Because there are so many examples out there. The example of Salah, the example of De Bruyne, people plenty. The example of even Kai Havertz that could not thrive as a number 9, which was not his normal position in the first place. That Arteta want to now give him the normal original place He thrived as a midfielder in his original club, Bayern Leverkusen. You can go Bayern, go Kakara, and they play out of position. Because I watched one expose on TalkSport, they were analyzing Kai Havertz. They called the hammer on Chelsea manager. Say, how can you buy a player who was thriving as a visionaire, as a seer, I guess, and you bought him because of his creativity, and you now go and put him as a number 9? Like, who does that? Just like putting a square peg in a circle hole or a round hole. Nobody does that. So we'll just watch all these variables while they let you know how things they go on. A lot of deals will still go on for this transfer window. We'll just watch. Alright, so Juventus said they offer Federico Chiesa to many EPL clubs, Arsenal inclusive. So for me, my fear for this kind of deal is the fact that Chiesa went on a lengthy injury. So after that injury, he has been a shadow of himself. He never really gets himself after that lengthy injury. So you bringing him to the EPL where there's so much aggressiveness. How do you think he's going to thrive? So that be my own fear. Whether I'm going to make up for the EPL, or where I'm going to thrive all those kind of slow leagues like La Liga, Serie A, those French league. But EPL, where everything now pace, run. My fear, did you? I don't know what I think. Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Federico Chiesa playing in the EPL, especially maybe Arsenal? I guess. Don't be say Arsenal they go for him, but we're just speculating now. What do you think? Alright, today at the birthday of one of our community members, Prophet Mark Jaja. So, senior man, we say my lines fall in place for you today and wish you all the best things life has to offer. Baba send me 5k, some could use and buy fuel to support the show and light up the place. So say wherever I take the money to bless us on your birthday, may God replenish your pockets in Jesus' name, and inshallah, get mouse boss. Alright, again, one thing I say make I let you know our community members. I saw one trend, it don't happen before. I correct and people won't start them again, and that is insulting people for bringing forward their opinions or for disagreeing with you on something. When you do that, you are acting very childish, and anytime I see people doing that again, I will just block you because it shows you are not mature enough to be in this space, to be in this community. And I beg, any comment you wanna see when somebody type and say you dey craze, you dey do this one, you no get sense, you no do this one, just because somebody disagrees with your own opinion, please tag me to that comment, and I will just take the person out of here. If you cannot agree to disagree or disagree to agree with your fellow members, it shows you are not supposed to be here. Everybody cannot see things the way you see them. So when you make an opinion and somebody counters it and gives you a different opinion, you need to give a counter opinion to what he has said to let him know, okay, you are wrong. Or if not something argument, go online, get the link to show proof. Many times I will post story, person will say fake news, I'll go bring sources. Why do you think if I post the news or I talk something, I'll tell you, say, according to Fabrizio Romano, according to Ben Jacobs, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, according to let you know I'm bringing credible sources. That is why nobody can come out and say fake news. So when people challenge you in what you say, you bring forth evidence to let them know, bring forth a superior argument to counter them. That is the way intellectuals do. Nobody they mad, they do this. Please, let's just stop that. Alright, moving forward. So Ben Jacobs, don't come as I call it, also Chouameni could still end up at Arsenal. So I don't go feel say maybe Arsenal don't get the money because Arsenal are actually monitoring Chouameni and they're monitoring Lavia. So don't be surprised at the end of the day if these guys end up for Arsenal. So now let's see about the let us know. And well, it's not a bad deal if it happened. I will be very happy. So we'll just watch and observe. Alright, Gilberto Silva, don't come as I call the name Casemiro as the best defensive midfielder in the world. And when you're looking at the things he has achieved, has won 5 Champions Leagues, 3 La Liga, 1 Carabao Cup, and win an FA Cup. They win, well, I think it's Carabao Cup. We then win. Now, many people come to talk say why no name Thomas Partey when they Arsenal, when be Arsenal member, I guess, or why no name the one we just they enter with Declan Rice. One thing you need to understand, most of these pundits they bias also. You say him be Brazilian, Casemiro na Brazilian. That one self na a factor. We go factor into decision making process. So apart from that, you know go feel deny the achievements that Casemiro don't make, obviously. Because when they go to check how many things Thomas Partey don't win for a career, I guess. How many things Declan Rice don't win, apart from the UEFA Europa Conference League. What team don't win? So you know when you compare a veteran, Real Madrid, hero, 5, no the 5 Champions League, not the big standard, you know if you pick up for Ghana. How many players in world football don't win 5 Champions League for their career? So let's give respect to whom respect is due. Alright, my dear Arsenal lovers, if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen and you see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and game out.